Good morning, friends. Session 49, Methods of Calculating Index Numbers. In the previous classes, we have been learnt about what are the index numbers and now how we can calculate the index numbers. That we shall discuss in the present session. Methods of calculating index numbers. First one is the simple aggregative method. Under this method, the aggregate of prices of various commodities in a given year is expressed as a percentage of the same with reference to the base year. There are different methods of calculation of the index numbers. Here, it is the simple aggregative method says that we have to calculate the index numbers by taking the total of the prices. The P1 means the prices of the current year. The sum of the current year has been termed as sigma P1. Then P0 is the base year's prices. Total of the base year prices, if we divide the total of the prices of the current year, total of the prices of the current year, and the total of the prices of the base year, it has been expressed in the percentage into 100. Several values of the variables are combined together and the index number is obtained by means of an average. Here we calculate the total of the prices. Total of the prices, total of the prices of the current year, total of the prices of the base year. So here P01 is the index number according to the aggregative method. Index numbers means it is the sigma P1 divided by sigma P0 into 100. Here we take the averages of the prices for the base years and the prices of the current year. Now, the prices of each commodity in a given current year prices are called as the P1. Simply added together. It has been simply added together, so that is what we call this one as the sigma P1. Sigma P1 means it is the total of the current year prices and divided by the total of prices in a given base year. P0 means base year's prices. Base year prices has been totaled or getting the sum. It is called the total of the prices in a given base year. The resultant figure is expressed as a percentage. Here, total of the prices of the current year, total of the prices of the base year has been divided. You will get a decimal point. That fraction or decimal point has to be multiplied with the 100, so that we'll get the P01. P01 means it is the index numbers. P01 means index numbers. Now, so this formula has to be used in order to obtain the index number according to the simple aggregative method. In the aggregative method, total of the prices of the base current year, total of the prices of the base year has been taken together, and we have to divide, and it has been expressed in the percentage. Means how we can express in the percentage means it has to be multiplied by 100, so that we get the P01. P01 is index number. P1, that is the, so this symbol has been used for the sum or total. So here it is called as sigma P1 means aggregative prices of the current year. Aggregative prices of the, in the aggregative method, aggregate of the prices of the current year and divided by the aggregative prices of the base year. Aggregative prices of the base year. So that we will get the P01. P01 means here index number. How we will get the index number here means current year prices has been compared with the base year prices and it has been multiplied with the 100, so that we'll get the index number. So this is how one of the methods says that in order to get the index numbers, it is necessary that you have to apply the formula. What is the formula here? It is the P01 is equal to sigma P1 divided by sigma P0 into 100. Let us how this formula will be worked out. Now we shall see here in the problem they are asking you to calculate the prices of index number 2011, 12, 13 by using simple aggregative method on the basis of 2010 from the following data. Commodities 10, 11, 12, 13. How many commodities are there? Here rice is there, wheat is there, milk is there, sugar, oil, pulses. Different commodities. The price of the different commodities rice to pulses. It is the for the 2010 they have given 10.50, 9.25, 4.75, 8.60, 27.50, 11.20. For the year 2011, 12.10, 11.40. For the milk, it is the 7 rupees. For the sugar, it is the 14 rupees. Oil, 32 rupees. Pulses, 12.80. For the year 2012, they have given 13. They have given the commodities for the particular year they have given. Computation of index numbers. How we can calculate the index numbers? Yes, means it here we can compute the index number for the 2011, 12, and 13. First, commodities, rice to pulses commodities has been written. Then 2010, it has been treated as the P0. P0 means base year prices. Here they're asking to find the 2010 as the basis. On the basis of 2010, you have to find the index number under the simple aggregative method. They are asking that you have to calculate the index number by the simple aggregative method. In this, you have to write the 2010 prices for the different commodities. Then, in the same way, 2011, 12.10, 11.40, 7, 14, 32, 12.80. Here the total of the P1 89.30, P0 total 71.80. Then 2012 total is 100.10. P01, P01 means index number for the 2011. Here they are asking about to find the index number for the 2011, 2012, 2013. First one 2011. Here index number how we can calculate the formula for the P01 is equal to it is the sigma P1 divided by sigma P0 into 100. Sigma P1 means it is 89.30. Sigma P0 it is 71.80. You have to express in the percentage for that. What we are doing means here we are multiplying it by 100. 89.30 divided by 71.80 into 100, it comes to 124.37. 124.37 is what? It is the P01. P01 is the index number for the 2011. For the 2011 index number is 124.37. P01 for the 2012. For that, we have to consider the sigma P1. Sigma P1 for the, that it is the, for the P1, total is 100.10. For the 2012, P1 is 100.10. Whereas P0 total is 71.80. 71.80 into 100. You have to get the fraction. If you divide the 100.10 divided by 71.80, if you multiply it by 100, it comes to 139.42 for 2012. So this is how we can calculate the here by comparing the prices of the current year with the base year. Here the current year is 2011. For 2011, total of the current year is 89.30, whereas for the 2010 base year 71.80. We are comparing the current year to the base year, and so that we are getting the here index number by the method of aggregative method. By the aggregative method, here first one is the you got 124.37. Again, in the 2012, the index number according to the aggregative method only considering the prices. Here 139.42, 139.4, it has been increased. Index number has been increased from the 124.37 to 139.42 for the 2012. In the same way, we can calculate it for the P01 for the 2013 also. You will get it here for rice 18.60, wheat 13.40, milk 10.50, sugar 17, oil 36.50, pulses 14. If you get the total, here we have to apply the formula for the index number. Index number formula here is the P01. P01 is equal to sigma P1 divided by sigma P0. Sigma P0, as we know, 71.80. So this is the base year. They are asking to calculate the index number by taking the 2010 base year. For the 2011, 2010 is the base year. 2012, the base year is 2010. For 2013 also, the base year is 2010. Now, here you have to get the total. If you get the total, sigma P1 is equal to 110. 110 divided by 71.80 into 100. So that will get the 153.20 for 2013. So in this way, we can, here they're asking to calculate the index number according to the simple aggregative method. Only prices has been considered for the current year and the base year. Now here, so we can compare this one, and for the decision making, it is helpful for the decision makers. Here, however, only the prices of the commodities for the different years has been considered. It is a very easy to calculate, easy to interpret, and anyone can understand this one. But however, there is a lacking here. It is that here we ignore the quantities. Weightage has not been given here. Only the prices has been considered, and we have been calculated the index number according to the aggregative method, that only the prices has been considered. But however, in reality, we have to consider all. The concept has to be understood means we have to consider all. Here they are ignoring the weights, they are ignoring the quantities. Here different consumers will purchase different commodities, different quantities. Because of the price, demand, many factors will influence them. We have to consider all, but here they have considered only the prices in order to find the index number. So that it is the advantages and disadvantages from this. Thank you.